welcome to the channel. Welcome to today's video. Today is an interesting video. We have, an interesting series that we just launched on the channel. It is the Living in China series, and it's just going to be me bringing you guys different guests, different experts, living in China, who will come and share their experiences with us. And for some of you who are thinking about moving to China or coming to study in China, it gives you an understanding, or it gives you a feel of what it's like living here in China. And as you guys can already see, today I am joined by a delectable, beautiful black woman. And we are so honored to have her grace the channel today. So I'm just going to let her introduce herself. Hi, Ella.
Hi, Gloria. Hey, everyone. My name is
Hello.
Ella Marie, and I'm a YouTuber, and I live and study in China. So I think that's just a bit about
Yeah, that
myself.
Yeah, that's cool. It's great to meet you. On behalf of everybody watching, it's great to meet you, Ella.
It's
So,
an honor.
can you kindly tell us where you're from? What's your country? Where you from?
Semi proudly Ghanaian right now because the Africa thing is not doing as good right now.
Please.
Not
I
doing
got
as good
you.
right now.
Okay. So we have Ella all the way from Ghana, Akwaba.
Yeah.
But thank you so much for being here. So I have a couple of questions that I'm just going to be asking you about your life experiences in China. But before I begin these questions, I want to quickly ask you guys to please give us a feedback on the audio quality, because we've been trying to fix our audio for a little while. So let us know what it sounds like, if you can hear us clearly, if there are any feedbacks, or if we're good to go. So please, if the sound is good, just tell us, yep, good to go, so that we just carry on with this. Like, thank you so much for joining, and I do hope that you guys are going to learn a lot from today's video. Okay, audio quality is perfect. I love the sound of that. Thank you so much, Judges Wall. Thank you so much for that feedback. Ella, so our audio is perfect. I feel like dancing to that. But yes, so very quickly, I'm going to go into the questions. So the first question I have for you today, Ella, is how long have you been in China?
I've been in China for the past 4 years, or at least almost 4 years now.
Okay, almost 4 years. Okay, that means you came to China 2019, thereabout.
Yes, I did.
Ah, okay, cool. Pre-COVID people. Shey. Oops, our guest suddenly left. Oh, okay. I don't know. Maybe there was a break in connection, but I'm just going to give Ella a bit of time to come back. But before she does, you guys are welcome to today's live stream. For those who weren't here when we started, this is a series that we started on Gloria EJ YouTube channel, where I'm going to be bringing you guys series of videos, interviews with experts and foreigners living here in China, to tell you about their lives, how they move here, and opportunities that are available for you guys to come to China. Okay, Ella is back. Yay. So opportunities for you guys to come to China, whether to study, scholarship opportunities, job opportunities, and so on and so forth. So I'm sure that these series are going to be very helpful for you if you're someone who has been thinking about China. So definitely subscribe to the channel if you're not yet subscribed, because you're going to have
Definitely.
a whole lot coming your way. Okay, so thank you so much for coming back, Ella.
Thank you for having me, Gloria.
Yes. So I'm just going to move on quickly to the next question, and I want to know how you came to China, or why did you decide to come to China?
So it's quite a short story. I
Okay.
decided to just join my husband in China, so that's what made me come to China.
Okay. So that's a short but valid reason, to join your husband here in China.
Yes.
So How did you come? Did you come with like a spousal visa or study visa or visiting visa? How did you come into China?
I came with a study visa, so I applied for some schools, and then I got one, and then I came using that route.
To do a master's or bachelor's or PhD program?
Masters. I was done with my national service, so I came
Oh,
right after.
okay, okay, cool, cool. So okay, that's cool. So the next question I'm going to ask you, I want to go into like real life experience now. I just want to know what are some of the culture shocks that you faced or you still face, as an African or a black person living here in China. Just very briefly. I know it's a lot. I know. Trust me, I know.
I'm thinking about how to cut it down.
Briefly summarize it for us, please.
I would say the one I still can't handle is the spitting. I don't
Okay.
think I ever will be able to. Aside that, the way Chinese people, usually if someone wants to tell you to do something, they give you some time. These people like tell you like the night before the day of the event.
No.
They're like, tomorrow you have a conference at 7 a.m. and it's like 10 p.m. You're like, do you think I don't have a life?
I get it.
So I think those two come
I major ones.
major ones. I mean, the racism sometimes with people who are ignorant, you get used to it. I think everywhere you have people who look at you weirdly. So,
Um, mm, okay. Okay. Those are definitely, I mean, I've experienced it, so valid.
oh, and the last one, the taking of
Okay.
videos and pictures. I think we can't get over that. Paparazzi everywhere.
I know, right? I know. Okay. I mean, you've lived your life, your whole life in your country, just moving about your business, and you're suddenly in a place where it's like you go out every day and you have to have your picture taken. So I realize why it can be a shock. Okay. So the next question I'm going to ask you is I just want to know, having lived in China for 4 years, I mean, what are some of the things that you love about living in China? Like, what are some of the things that you'd be like, because of these things there, I don't feel like I want to leave China. Just let me know what are some of those things.
There's
There has
only
to
one.
be. There's only one. Okay, let's hear it.
Um, the one thing is the fact that this movement of the left in the Western world is becoming too much, and they're forcing it into they're forcing it to our children in many ways. So I think in China, they don't force their beliefs on you. They just have ways of living that are like normal human ways of living. You don't go to school and someone will teach you something that your parents does not believe in. So with raising kids, I think China is like perfect place because yes, you might not be allowed to worship as much as you want to, but at least your children will not be taught things that you don't believe.
Don't want them to be. Okay, that's quite deep. So
Very.
most times when I ask people what they love about living in China, they're like, "Oh, I love the fact that it's safe. I love the fact that it's convenient. I love the fact that transportation is good." I mean, don't these things kind of make you love the place?
No,
Oh,
no.
oh really? Okay, okay, I see. I see. All right.
Okay,
So
I
I'm
lived in a small city in Ghana, so it wasn't really like there was so much of inconvenience no matter the transportation system or the movement. So it was quite okay for me. So yes, here is very beautiful. I commend the Chinese people. They are very good with taste and packaging. But mm,
okay, but I feel like even if your small city was convenient, I don't know. I feel like for me, China just kind of takes it to the next level. Like if you compare to other like Western nations like the US and things like that, it's like China is
By
mm,
far, they're better. By far.
okay. Okay, so now I'm going to ask you another question, and okay, it's up to you to decide how to answer anyway, but I just want to know what has been the hardest part about living in China? The hardest, the hardest about living in China.
Hardest part. I've not told my viewers this, so I don't know whether I want to. But anyway, I think the hardest part about living in China was when they said when COVID came and they said I was in a different school from my husband, so I couldn't come visit him or he can't come visit me. I think that was the hardest part.
Mm,
Having to think of, you don't know when they will stop the lockdown, and they don't consider the fact that the person is married, it's not a boyfriend, it's not a girlfriend. It was very, very hard.
mm. I definitely can relate to that. I mean, during my like when I was pregnant, I couldn't see my husband. We were like in two different, though the same school, but we were like in two different campuses. So and it was that bad that I couldn't even go from one campus to visit him in the other campus.
Hmm.
And you know, with pregnancy hormones and everything, I was going crazy. The point I was just like, "Ah." So I definitely can relate to that. But I think yeah, COVID, the days of COVID were like really hard. So those are probably going to be any person living in China's like one of their worst experiences might be during COVID. So but whew, thank God that's all past now. That's in the past. Um,
Hallelujah.
yeah, and you know that actually brings me to my next question because I want to ask you, how does it feel? How does it actually feel being in China in 2023? Being in China post COVID, it's like all the whole lockdown, masks, this and that has ended. How does it feel? Do you feel like someone who just got out of jail? What has your experience been like after this whole thing?
Um, hmm. Honestly, I mean,
Honestly.
we're now embracing the freedom. It's not just like you are out of prison. It doesn't feel just like that, because still things are a bit, how do you say it? Still things are a bit weird with the whole COVID thing, because we're still wearing masks. People are afraid to really be too close to other people and other stuff. But with the family, like, we have a community, church community here. So now that we're getting back to seeing each other, not in church, but seeing our faces, just being able to meet, the fun is coming back. The fun is coming back.
That yeah, I definitely agree. That sounds good. And I think, but even with like the marks, are the marks still really compulsory? Because I go out these days and I don't even remember to take my marks sometimes. So
They're not
do
compulsory, but you still meet some Chinese people who see you and they're like, "Oh, let me fix my mask well." I'm like, really? By this time, 2023. Oh my god.
I, I feel like those people are probably like even if it wasn't COVID, there are still probably the people that will see you and move to the other side of the road just to avoid coming in contact with you. Because I actually stepped out today and I didn't even have my nose mask on, and I could count like how many people I saw wearing their masks. But you're right, people still keep their distance.
Yeah.
Mm. But it's definitely good, like you said, that at least now we can, we're starting to see our
Yeah.
friends. Yeah,
Yes. And I think that's the best part of it all. Being able to see people, being able to freely go out and do whatever you want to do. And it's you are feeling the freedom little by little. Little by little.
okay, okay, cool, cool. So now I'd like to ask you, was there something or is there something that you had heard about China before coming here that you found out to be false or you found out to be untrue after you got here? Is there something or are there some things that you probably heard about China and then after you came to China, it's like, it's not even true. So,
Yeah, there are two things. Actually, before I came here, I didn't know much about China, but there are two things that I heard. The first thing is that Chinese people are short. Those Chinese people who are short, they are almost dead or they are dead because the generation of Chinese people now, they are. You can see a 10-year-old and she could be like my height or taller. Like you're like
yeah.
it's crazy. So I think they're saying, oh, I'm short, so I've had people ask me, "Oh, so are you taller than most of the Chinese people here?" No, I'm still short here. I'm still quite short here. I mean, 13-year-olds are taller than me, and it's so.
Hmm.
And then the second thing, oh, I forgot actually. Okay, the second thing is that there are cheap things in China, and Chinese things are cheap and all those things. Like you get quality and it's cheap. You come here, you buy something cheap, it will spoil before you can even say jack.
I know,
So
right?
money talks. If your
Mm,
money is heavy, you get heavy stuff, and that's like quite expensive. And the
yeah.
cheap things are things that just you can wear something cheap, and today it will get torn,
Mm,
and you'll be like, I just bought it. So I think life in China is a bit more expensive than people think.
okay. Okay. So I definitely agree with you on those 2 points. Also, being someone who is, I don't know,
Short.
1.59 thereabout, I was thinking, oh, when I come to China, I'm gonna be tall. I'm finally going to be out of people's league. It's like you come to China and girl, you're still short. It's really interesting, honestly. It's really interesting.
Hello, so stylist.
Hi guys. Let me just quickly take the time to say thank you so much to all of you who have joined this live stream. It is a new series that we are starting on the channel where I'll bring to you various guests, experts living in China to come share their experiences with you. Just in case you're wondering or thinking of China, thinking of making that big move to come to China. Should you do it? Should you not do it? We're just going to be providing you with real life experiences that will guide you, that might guide you in making that decision for yourself. And today I have with me the delectable Ella Marie, all the way from Ghana. And it's been wonderful. Ella has been sharing her experiences with us, like since the beginning of the live stream. So just in case you didn't join us from the start, you can always catch the live stream. It's going to be on the channel afterwards. But for the benefit of those of you who are here with us, you can drop us questions. If you have any questions that you would like our guest to answer, then feel free to drop your questions or compliment as well. You can compliment us. We like to think that we prepared for this live stream. So compliments are highly welcome as well. Now, Ella, thank you so much for being on the show tonight. Before we wrap it up, I would just like to ask you, like, what is your advice, or for someone who has lived in China for 4 years? I'm sure you've gotten quite an experience living in China over that period of time. So, what would you say to someone who is planning to come to China, even maybe for study, for work, for any other thing? Someone who's coming to live in China, and especially, what would you say to your fellow Ghanaian sisters and our fellow Africans or Black people who are coming to China? Just one or two pieces of advice.
Do I have advice?
Ah,
I feel
you,
like
you have to.
deep down, deep down, a part of me screaming, "Don't come!" But then, I mean,
But
that's just a part of me.
I'm sure it's not that bad.
Okay, I would say that if you're willing to study hard, then you can come here because they will expect you to produce everything that you have ever gotten before. Like you, and you have to know how to do research because the Chinese people really love research and papers. So if you're like me and you don't like to research, stay home. Okay, I'm just joking, but you have to prepare yourself to be a researcher when you're coming to China. So if you have to get skills on that before you come, I would suggest that you do that. And also, when you come, don't be moved by the whole. I mean, some people are racist, but Chinese people too can be very lovely. So when you come, be open minded. Don't come with a mindset. Come and be open minded because when you're open minded, you can see the good and you can see the bad, and you can just try to embrace more of the good because the bad is there every day. And what I realized when I came here is that sometimes they always give you a reason to, they always ruin your day, so you have to be able to make your day fun by yourself. So that's also another point. You have to know how to make yourself happy because it gets a bit lonely here. So you have to know how to make yourself happy, connect with your family, and get a VPN. You need a VPN. It's
Guess
very
what?
important. VPN.
Video. Okay.
You need a
Very
VPN.
important.
Very important. Else you will not be able to even come and watch our videos on YouTube. So get
Mm.
VPN, okay?
Okay, okay. Yeah, those are very, very wonderful advices that I definitely concur with. The VPN is like that's like one of the first things. Oh, going to China, download a VPN. That plane, because some of us actually made the mistake of getting on the plane and then you remember, oh, I didn't download the VPN, and then you come and you're trying to send with Bluetooth or Zenda, and it's just crazy because it's like
It's
maybe you haven't talking to your loved ones and you've even arrived and it's like days and things like that. So definitely get that. I also agree with you with the respect of if you're a studious kind of person and things like that. I think these are very, very helpful tips that you giving to our guests, so thank you so much for that.
Thank
um
you for having me.
yeah, before we wrap up this live stream, I actually want to ask you, Ella. You're from Ghana, right? So
Yes, please.
I am sure that maybe some Ghanaians are watching us right now, or maybe some Ghanaians will come across this video later in the future. So I just like you to bring it home a little bit and just say hello, so just say something to people in your local language. Your local language, like you speak your local language, right? I want to believe that you do.
I do speak.
Okay, so please just say something to fellow Ghanaians or people from your tribe in your local language.
Okay. And you are nominee Adolfo.
Eh,
But you once subscribe to Gloria EJ in the channel. I are you very important. Very,
eh,
very important.
amazing, amazing. Please, you want to tell me what the first one you said was the meaning?
Like family and friends, like loved ones and family and
Okay,
loved ones, yes.
okay. That sounds
Yes.
terrific. Or that sounded terrific. Okay, thank you so much, Ella. It was
Thank you
such
very
an
much for
honor
having me.
doing this with you, and I really appreciate your unbiased opinion that you've given us tonight. And I hope that you guys enjoyed watching this video. I see the thumbs up, I see the likes. Thank you guys so much for being here and for liking this live stream. I'm definitely going to bring you guys more beautiful and more, loaded guests in the future. So please stay tuned to this channel. Subscribe if you're not yet subscribed. And hopefully, I'll see you in the next one. Before I go, I want to let you guys know that Ella Marie has a YouTube channel as well. She also films about, she films about relationship, tips, as well as life in China. So you guys should please go and follow Ella. As a matter of fact, this is a collaboration. So we are headed straight to our channel. You see, when we leave this place, we are taking the next flight to Ella's channel to go there and talk about more interesting, more juicier topics about life in China. So if you guys are interested, then as you leave this place, when this one has ended, just go to Ella Marie on YouTube. So you type Ella Marie and you will find us there. I promise you, you'll find us there. So we can continue this conversation. But thank you guys so much for being here once again. I appreciate all of you. And till I come your way next time, stay blessed and bye bye. Ella, see you soon. See you soon.
See you.
Bye guys.
Bye.
Bye.